President Trump is turning his focus overseas. After closing a deal with Iran, he arrives at the G7 summit in France today. NBC's Alice Barr is live from the summit, or is rather at the summit in France with the details.
President Trump traveling to the G7 in France today to meet with top allies, just as he's announced a deal reached with Iran that he says will end the U.S. blockade of the Strait of Hormuz and reopen the strait when it's signed on Friday, saying oil will flow. Mediator Pakistan's prime minister wrote that both sides agreed to immediately and permanently end the fighting on all fronts, including in Lebanon. While Iranian state media reports the deal has 14 points, including Iran reaffirming its commitment to not produce nuclear weapons, while billions of dollars in Iranian funds are unfrozen. Democrats comparing it to the Obama-era nuclear deal.
We're getting basically less than what we had under the JCPOA, which President Trump walked away from.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said the U.S. has now proven it will use military force.
Obama, they begged Iran for a deal, and we bombed Iran.
Here in Geneva, businesses boarded up ahead of major anti-G7 protests, voicing frustration over the Middle East, the economy, and environmental protections.
Thousands marched the streets on Sunday.
We have kids and grandkids, and so we are really concerned about what's going on.
At one point, setting a Tesla on fire. An hour away in lakeside Évian-les-Bains, France, an enormous security presence for the meetings where President Trump comes face to face with allies he's accused of not doing enough to help with Iran and antagonized through tariffs and trade. The president tackling tensions on the world stage straight from a very different arena where he celebrated his 80th birthday Sunday with an unprecedented UFC fight night on the White House South Lawn, part of America's 250th anniversary events as the nation faces a new era of global challenges. In Évian-les-Bains, France, Alice Barr, NBC News.